Welcome to Tremendous Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dante, and I have another very interesting topic for you guys today, and that is escaping your comfort zone. Now, let's talk about that. Comfort zone is basically the obstacle between you and your success. It is a certain bubble that we create around ourselves with the kind of excuses that we have, the kind of habits, routines that kind of create a barrier towards us being productive and producing the best result possible. Now, learning is the first element that we need for growth. So if we don't have learning, how are we going to grow? How can we grow without learning anything or experiencing anything? And of course, because we need to experience to learn, we need to come out of that bubble. So, are you prepared to come out of that comfort zone of yours, that bubble that you have created that hinders you from going into challenges with everything you've got? Can constantly tells you like, oh, maybe you can't, maybe this is too much for you. All these naysaying. As you can see, I put a little bit of a comfort zone airline there and someone coming out with a parachute. That's exactly what we're going to be doing today. Now, with the right insight and with persistence, which is one of my favorite words of all time, and we'll discuss why, you can break the routines that make this comfort zone and create this comfort zone around you, and you can do impressive things. You can do so many new things, and the fear of all that things that you had, those challenges, the fear of them can subside and go away. And one day you'll realize that those fears are just not supposed to be there anymore. Now, people learn faster in very extreme conditions, and we've seen that in many times. Challenges that bring us, like for example, you're doing 10 project sales a week, and then someone tells you that now you need to do 15 project sales a week. You have a routine, you have a certain amount of people that you're supposed to call, you're doing certain things a certain way, and now because you have a challenge, your inside, your body is and your mind is telling you that is the standard procedure that I have. I don't want to do anything other than that. I'm already used to this. Habits. We need to break those habits and we need to come out of that comfort zone, because once you do, and once you do 15 sales a week, then you'll realize, wow, maybe I can actually do more. Why am I scared? Why am I scared of these challenges? Why am I not trying? A lot of people see people outside of their comfort zone becoming successful and doing really well. But the problem is, you don't try what they have. You don't begin to learn what they have learned and utilize that. We start learning and then we see that the lesson is maybe a little bit boring or challenging. And then the first lesson, we give up. I always make an example of the lava cake. The best part is the middle of the lava cake. If you start nibbling from the outside, it's just going to be a normal cake. So that's exactly how lessons are for us in life. Now, getting out of your comfort zone demands effort. That is no question there. And of course, we grow with our fears. Funny story. Just a few months back, I was scared of moths. I'm the kind of person that cares about animals and takes care of a lot of different animals that people think are scary, but I was scared of moths, and I never tried to confront that. I was always scared of it. But once I did, once I held one in my hand, once I put myself in that situation and tried it, I was able to overcome it. Same thing goes for you guys. Let's say you want to go from sub sales into projects. A lot of people are like, no, don't stick to sub sales. Don't go to the project. That's too challenging. But once you do, once you get into that and overcome your fear and find the right people to tell you the right things to do, you realize that, wow, I can have the best of both worlds. Or maybe you're even better in projects. You never know until you don't try them. And at the same time, you will find the skills you need to develop. What does that mean? Once you see that these challenges require a certain amount of things that you need to know, for example, you need to brand yourself better. Maybe I need to learn digital marketing. Maybe I need to know how to make a flyer for myself, use canva.com, for example. There are certain skills that you learn, and these skills come in handy in other situations as well. So you're learning and growing with the challenges that you experience. But if you're subsiding into this little bubble of yours and not doing anything, what are you going to experience? Now, you have to prepare for any possibilities in the future. So you need to keep a vision in mind, the end goal, the end result, the benefit that you're looking for. Keep that in mind and plan for the future and develop new habits. Remove the old ones that were not good. replace them with new habits. If you didn't wake up at 6 in the morning to actually do what you needed to do better in life and get more out of your day, maybe instead tell yourself, I'm going to wake up at 6 in the morning and do 20 minutes of meditation before I jump out and go, or do a mantra that you have. So that being said, you need to come out of comfort zone. Now, before doing that, you need to actually discover your weaknesses. And yes, most of us don't want to discover our weaknesses. We dislike being confronted and told that, oh, you're not good at something. We want to always be told like you're good at this, you're good at that. We love compliments. But constructive criticism and analyzing your weaknesses is very important because it tells you what you need to improve. We're basically like a sword. We're consistently trying to sharpen ourselves and sharpen ourselves until we turn to a beautiful katana, right? So lack of certain skills hinders you from performance. So if you have those skill sets, you will be able to perform better. And there, when we want to learn, we put ourselves in a certain amount of discomfort to master skills. It's true. And we need to do that because, like I said, certain times pressure actually helps you learn better. Now, through practice we become master, and the thing is we cannot stop practicing as well, because once you're out of practice, once you have certain skills that you're good at, for example, you tell yourself, I'm really good at communicating with people, I'm really good at talking to people and knowing what they are and who they are and things like that. If you are set in a situation that you don't talk to people for months and months, you're going to have a little bit of a problem jumping back. So you need to practice, keep calling those prospects, keep talking to the people you need to talk to, and improve. And being persistent is key, because being persistent means that no matter how many times you get bored, you fail, you think the challenges are too much on you, you're on the ground, you don't know what else you're supposed to do. You have that vision, you've told yourself what's in the end, and you're going to get up because you're persistent. Persistence is key to learning, to acquiring confidence, to coming out of your comfort zone. Anything that you want to achieve in life deserves persistence. Now, let's jump up to working on your fears. Now, human nature dictates that whenever something is stressful, when however the anxiety level is, we try to promote those anxiety levels try to promote learning. Now, what I'm trying to say is that basically you need to focus on the end result. Like I said before, visualize what it is, the benefits you're going to get, and the person that you're going to become. See yourself in front. If you want to be the best real estate agent in the country, see yourself that. Visualize that in front of you and try to see yourself as that person. And slowly you will see the things that you need to work on to be able to get there. Now, discomfort will feel normal and fear will disappear. And that is a truth, because let's do another example of how I began to speak. I was really a shy person. I didn't want to talk that much in front of people. And once I actually got into the stage, the fear of the stage went away. I was comfortable with being on the stage. And even in my personal life, I started becoming better and better with communicating with people. And at the same time, you gain new experiences with new people and places. And those mental blocks that you have, the naysaying, that I can't do it, I don't know how to do it. This is the funny part. If you tell yourself, I don't know how to do it, what's the best solution for that? Put in the comment section what the best solution for I don't know is. Let's find out. Now, come back to your comfort zone once in a while. That's something that we can always do, but we can't stay there for very long. Relax, have your time, be in comfort. You've done something that you've deserved it. You've actually like accomplished something. So it's okay for you to go and rest and relax in your comfort zone. Catch up with a little bit of the habits that you put away, the good ones, not the, bad ones. And of course, relax and rejuvenate. Now, diversify the kind of challenges you deal with. Yes, of course. If you're dealing with, you're trying to brand yourself and you learn digital marketing and branding yourself and things like that, check out communication as well. The way you can communicate with people is very different from what we usually think. Certain aspects of a person's personality are quite visible through the conversation that you have with them. The person might be a visual person, the person might be a gastronom person. Depending on that, you can actually talk to them in a different manner. and to, attract them to speaking to you in a different manner and get in touch and have mutual interests together, which is great. Again, meeting new people is amazing. And of course, meet the people that you idolize. Try to talk to them, get their stories, and see how they've done so well. Travel after the COVID-19, travel, do some volunteer work, and basically, like, try to get out there and show yourself new experiences. Now, help yourself. What I mean by help yourself is that everyone has a certain different style of them working. So if you are stressed by a challenge, usually what happens sometimes, when I'm super stressed before I started learning to overcome it, I would just like open up my laptop, and I'm like, I didn't even plug in the laptop to the charger or anything, and I'm just working on it, and I'm like, I gotta finish this task because I just don't want this challenging feeling of fear and stress in me. Don't be like that. Welcome the challenge. Welcome it as an opportunity and do it the way you enjoy doing it. Have your little coffee there, your Tet Tarek, or anything that you enjoy drinking, and just focus on what you're doing. Put a nice music, depending on where you want to work. You want to work in a balcony, you want to work and do your things inside an office or common area, talk to your colleagues. It's up to you how you work, but try to find the best way and be active in gaining insight from your failures. Because if you're basically failing at something and wallowing down and telling yourself, oh my God, I am failing at this, I can't do this anymore, that is not productive. You're using that productive capacity of your brain to fill it up with negative thoughts instead of sitting down and saying, I did pretty well in some aspects, but I do need to work on certain other ones. So I'm going to work on those so that next time I provide something of a higher quality, whether it's a service, a product, a presentation, whatever it might be. And new situations help people see themselves in a different perspective. Just like we said, that fear and discomfort go away. So you look at yourself after a while of facing challenges and you tell yourself, I've done so well with this and this and this and this. I've sold this many houses. I've learned how to do digital marketing. I'm doing so well in my presentations and trainings. Anything is possible for me. And people will see that in your demeanor, because once you are a persistent person that accomplishes and challenges things and finds new opportunities and is just like open now to most other things and doesn't see everything as stress, people want to work with you. People want to be closer to you because they want to learn. And how do we get better is by growing others as well. So you also get leadership skills through that, because you're challenging and yourself, and you're finding other people doing the same thing. You share the knowledges of the kind of experiences that you had with them, and through that you learn leadership. All right. So be ready to receive negative feedback. All right. So a lot of us, the biggest fear that we have is basically negative feedback. Judgmental people, whether you have a YouTube channel and you're worried about the trolls down there talking bad about what you produce as a video, or anything like that. But the thing is, feedback is needed. Any experience that you have, anything that you need feedback to understand what level you are in. If you are doing a design, a number of houses you're selling, or you're, for example, you're doing a certain type of call or cold call to some people, check with others that have experience and are competent in that area, whether you're doing well or not. And then at the same time, remember to you are continuously learning. So if anyone comes and tries to put you down, just tell them, I'm learning still. And if anyone, there's a lot of people out there that they don't even do that well themselves, but they love judging people and putting that negative notion in them. Like, you can't do this, and it's because of that, that, and that. Get rid of these people in your mind. And instead of, if someone comes and tells you, you can't do this, take it as motivation, because if you actually accomplish something, you will be proving them wrong. You don't need to even say anything to them. You just walk away and you just tell yourself that I'm going to prove that person wrong, and one day they will see my success and see how wrong they were about what they said. And of course, listen to constructive criticism from competent advisors. I cannot say this enough. Competent advisors. Don't go to listen to anybody. Talk to your leaders, talk to your management, talk to the people that you know are competent and know exactly what they're doing. Your idols, those real estate tycoons, or if you're in another area of work, check that out. See who the best people in that area are. Now, here's a little writing I put down there. Constructive criticism helps you improve your knowledge and abilities. Remember to only take in constructive criticism and not toxic or negative judgment. Don't allow others to change your course with their words. Follow your vision because only you have that vision, and only you can visualize who you want to be, because no matter how many times we tell ourselves everyone's kind of the same, everyone has a unique kind of idea of how they want to accomplish something and what they want. It's never the same. Now, before I end this presentation with you guys, it only takes one step to change your whole perspective. Your comfort zone is not there to comfort you. And in fact, in the long run, discomfort that you're feeling right now in those habitual areas that you are in, this little bubble, is going to be anything but comfort for us. So try to get out of this, or I'm sure you will get out of this, because you have certain things that you want in life. There are certain goals that you want to achieve in life. And why do you waste time sitting in that bubble instead of breaking it with a sledgehammer, coming out and showing the whole world who you truly are? Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on Tremendous Thursday. My name is Dante Azarmi. I hope you've gotten a good grasp of your motivation today, and I hope to see you again soon next week. Take care of yourselves. Lots of love. Dante out.